You need
So
alcohol.
there's a Harry Potter game out called Hogwarts Legacy, and there's some controversy around it, which I think is interesting. And I don't know how to feel about it because, like, for me, it's a nostalgia trip, and I wish like I could just enjoy this game without being judged for liking it. But at the same time, like I understand there are social issues involved, but like I just want to enjoy the freaking game.
So what are they judging people that's
Um,
actually buying the game?
it's J.K. Rowling's anti-trans stance, and apparently the plot is reflective of an anti-Semitic viewpoint. However, it's no longer hers. First of all, like Warner Brothers Games is making this, not J.K. Rowling. It's no longer her property. Like she may have created it and she may have some influence on it, but a lot of it has to do with the game company at this point. And I think a lot of the stuff from like her own viewpoint no longer fits into anything that is basically what is a nostalgia cash grab for a Wizarding World RPG, like open world game. And we've had definitely video game topics on this podcast before, and I think that like we as gamers have some influence on what to say here because we've played games, we know about games, and I think a lot of it boils down to the idea that like you should be able to enjoy a game without having to pull in politics.
Well, yeah, that's what kind of made me mad about the whole thing with, like, if you buy this game, a lot of people would, react to you because,
Like, yeah, I just want to enjoy a game about wizards in an open world RPG.
yeah, we don't care about, like, what
I want to live.
political
I want to
views.
live. Yeah, I just want to live in Hogwarts for a little while. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily has to reflect on the players. And I think that's one thing that like people tend to forget when they bring up this stuff is that it's reflecting on the players
So all you
when
guys,
you
all
try to shame the whole game. It's also reflecting on the people who just want to play a game. And I think it's a little weird because if I bring up that topic, like that type of issue with anything else, it instantly makes me look bad, but it doesn't seem to be that way with this game. I think it's hypocritical because I can't bring this stuff up about a movie, but they can bring it up about a game. Like I just want to enjoy the game. You can enjoy that movie because personally, like if you're gonna bring up something like that, like I could name other movies that were
I
good.
mean, like, for example, like, if there's a movie I didn't like,
You just don't watch it.
I just won't watch it, but I'm not gonna sit there and target people that actually did watch it.
Yeah, people are targeting people in the comments on like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the places where I tend to just
So with
enjoy
the whole
media.
social media thing, all they made it was to target, like,
Yeah,
easy individual. But, like,
between the
let's say,
J.K.
like,
Rowling between the J.K. Rowling trans thing and the apparently the link between the plot and anti-Semitic, which I am trying to find that link. Like the trailer itself doesn't have this, so I had to go into people who had like pre-releases of the games and listen to what they had to say because up until the recording of this is like the day after it's released, so nobody freaking played it. Nobody. The only people who did were game reviewers. And to be honest, the negative thing that I'm aware of came from Wired.com. Everybody else just had like medium or high expectations of the game. It was mostly Wired.com that I saw that had like bad reviews of it.
well,
And
it's all like,
but
a really good game came out, but then there's gonna be companies like, like, that rate video games, like, like, I'm not, like, was it IBM, IM.
well, most people are rating the game like four or 5 stars out of 5. Wired.com was 1 out of 10, or even 0 out of 10. I think
Yeah, because they hire these
they
people to get
they
offended,
they were. I think they were sabotaging it based on J.K. Rowling. The
Yep.
game has very little to do with J.K. Rowling at this point.
Yep.
It is in Warner Brothers game studio at this point.
And that's why it's getting,
And the
targeted.
link the link between like squashing a rebellion that's apparently trying to free uh was it like the household?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's really the plot or not because so far the trailer never mentioned anything about that other than one character, one villain. That's the only thing that was ever mentioned. So I had to rely on somebody's pre-release idea of this.
I've watched the trailer several times, and I do not see how people got offended
Like,
with
how are
it.
we going to judge a game before it comes out?
People get like butthurt over little things, like, oh, he shot it, towards, a different direction, and it happens hit, a white person, you get all offended about that. I don't
Yeah,
like
I
it.
don't
No.
I don't like the idea of us going into politics too much, but it's a video game and we like video games, And we
Well,
just want to enjoy it. I just want to play this game without being judged for it.
play your game, dude.
I think that's the thing is I think at this point I just have to play the game and not care what other people think. Because you can think what you want, but like I don't care. I'm just wanting to enjoy a game. I don't care about the politics behind the game or behind.
It's just a fucking game. You guy, like, these people are freaking out over a fucking. It's just a game.
I mean, it's the same idea with changing the characters in a movie or changing like they're just characters in a movie, right?
You ever
It's
heard
the
that?
same argument. It's the same argument, just reframed for a game. I originally just wanted to talk about a video game that I wanted to play, but I've seen controversy as soon as I looked at it. And the worst thing is, I got into this controversy on something that wasn't even the video game itself. I was on a post, a meme that had nothing to do with the video game, and people were posting about it. Like, what the fuck? It'd be like you holding that Bush can, right?
Yeah.
And me being like, Budweiser sucks. It has nothing to do with Bush. Actually, no, it'd be like saying Coke sucks. Even worse, because it's not even beer. You get what I'm saying? Like, this meme had nothing to do with video games, nothing to do with Hogwarts, nothing to do with Harry Potter, nothing to do with J.K. Rowling. And yet there were posts on it saying, talking about this meme is somehow suggestive of the Hogwarts thing. I'm like, what?
Oh, you got flagged, huh?
I didn't get flagged. I was like, I asked because I was unaware there was even controversy until that post. I was like, is there controversy in a
Well, you
game that
gotta be
hasn't even
careful.
come out yet?
You gotta be careful what you post because you might hurt someone's butthole.
Oh, are you excited for the new Diablo? They're finally coming out with Diablo 4.
No, they kind of like
They
upset
killed
me.
it. They killed it with Immortal.
Yeah, they killed it. I'm not excited about that.
I take it like the microtransaction thing and the grindiness of that game just kind of killed it for you. That you don't.
Yeah, I shouldn't have had to pay money to be good at the game. And
Yeah,
that's what
well,
pissed me off.
that was kind of a letdown because it felt like the same storyline as like Diablo 2, I think, or was it?
I think
It was like
it was.
I think
it was more Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
Yeah, I think it was more like.
Well, it felt. Here's the thing: because I've played Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, I can't remember which storyline, but it definitely felt familiar, like I had played it before.
Yeah, Diablo 3 was more like there's Diablo players, either you like 2 or you like 3. Like there's a lot of Diablo players that like 3, that like 2.
Now, here's the thing:
And there's
I played Path of Exile, which is basically like a free Diablo clone. And yes, there are microtransactions, but I've never felt the need to buy into them.
I'm saying like there's a lot of Diablo
Yeah, it did.
players out there. They either want the 2 or they want the 3.
Yeah, well, there's Diablo 4 coming out, and the
it's
question is,
gonna be hard.
Did Diablo Immortal kill it?
No, they Diablo Immortals, they ruined everything.
So, like, you don't want to play 4 because of the Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, because the reason why, because I don't know what they're gonna go with. Is either 2 or 3.
Well, 4 should be a whole new game, though.
And a lot of Diablo players aren't gonna like that.
I don't know. There was a lot of people excited like a couple years ago, and then they delayed it. Which, I mean, delaying it for the sake of like a good game is is like positive in a way because it means the game's good. But I feel like at this point, between the amount of delays and Diablo Immortal, they're basically Duke Nukem themselves.
Duke Nukem. Yeah, I like that. I like
Like,
that term. I like that term.
You know how
Duke
long
Nukem.
it was before that last Duke Nukem game came out?
Yeah.
It was way too fucking long. So
It was popular, but when they try to like
well,
branch to
the
the
last Duke
consoles,
Nukem game was basically a joke of a game. Like you cannot hype a game for that many years and then expect it to live up to its expectation. But then to release a game that was it was hollow.
it's Blizzard, right, that runs Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna push the game out as fast as possible. It's not gonna
Speaking of Blizzard, I mean, there's tons of
it's
controversies.
not gonna be as good as what people are claiming.
Yeah,
Diablo
well,
4 will be. Yeah,
alright.
but that's gonna do it for us. We got CRollur.
And
You want to say
apparently,
hi?
yeah, hi. We got
Yeah,
Willy over
it's like,
there.
hi, CRollur,
And we'll see you for a
and I'm
full.
Willy.
Yeah, we'll see you for a full episode here in March.
Peace. In the name of love.